Hey, what's up, everyone? This is me, Dre. I just wanted to make this video, and I was just, flipping through the internet, and I came across this one article about one of the twins from Sister Sister, Tia and Tamara Mowry. But this was focused on Tamara Mowry. She had been married to a white man for the past 3 years. They have a 14-month-old biracial child, and she had done an interview on Oprah's network, and she was very emotional. She was sitting with her sister, and she's talking about some of the hate generated because she's married to a white man. Now, this video right here, because when you talk about racism or discrimination, a lot of people think in terms of whites discriminating against blacks, but blacks discriminate against whites, Hispanics discriminate against blacks and whites. It runs the gambit. Everyone discriminates against everyone. There's always one ethnicity that thinks that they're better than the other. There's truth to that. I live here in South Texas. I'm married to a Mexican woman, and I remember one time, she and I and our daughter, we had gone to Brownsville, and we had gone to the mall, and we decided to go to Chick-fil-A, and we went inside to dine, and there are these women, a group full of women at one table, and one woman in particular just could not keep her eyes from our direction, and she was looking at my wife in total disgust, like, how could you go from brown to black? Just water down your ethnicity, your raza, and marry pinche mayate, or as they call, that's nigger in Spanish. And she didn't come out and say that. I mean, the bitch ain't crazy. But the way she looked at my wife, and then my wife kind of looked over at her and looked at me, and she kind of whispered, "What's this bitch looking at?" I kind of laughed it off, primarily because this kind of thing happens. Down here in the Rio Grande Valley where I live, there's not a lot of black people. I like to say that we're sprinkled around. So it happens. Not everyone is going to like black people. And for me to think only white people are going to discriminate against me, and I have been discriminated against by white people, but I've been discriminated against by Asians and Mexicans and Middle Easterns. So, and with this story in particular, the discrimination is coming from all places, black people. So that's one of the things. I posed a question that was unrelated to this on my Facebook page a few days ago, where I asked the question, what's more hurtful, being discriminated against by someone of a different ethnicity, or being discriminated against by someone of your own race? And it's a sad day and age, and unfortunately, this happens with all ethnicities where they discriminate amongst their own. But with black people, because not all black people, but some black people are so fucking critical that about what another black person does. But there's also a double standard, because when you look at this situation, it's not black women discriminated against her. And I'm pretty sure there are some black women that are looking at her and saying, well, what, you couldn't find a black man? But these are black men that are discriminated against her and saying a whole bunch of negative comments simply because she married a white guy. Now, these niggas are acting like she's got a line waiting so that she can pick and choose for one of them motherfuckers. But she's already found the love of her life. She's settled. She's happy. That's the worst part about it, because when someone black is successful, starts to make it up, well, in their case, they've been in the spotlight because they've had the TV show with Sister Sister. They had the reality show. They've been doing their own thing, so they have a little bit of money. They have a comfortable life. And sometimes when you see someone doing better than you, you got to try to bring them down. And that's the sad part about it. There's nothing sad, at least when black men see, like, a star athlete, Reggie Bush, he's in a relationship with a woman that's not black. You have Lamar Odom, even though that marriage went to shit with Khloe Kardashian, some black men didn't really say nothing about that. I'm pretty sure they probably said, shit, I wish I was hitting that big ass. But it's a sad day and age where black people are trying to tell other black people what to do. My best friend is white. My ex-wife is white, and we've got 2 beautiful kids together. My current wife is Mexican, and we've got a child together. I get along with everyone until you give me a reason to not get along with you. And I don't give a shit if you're black, white, Asian, Hispanic, Middle Eastern. If I don't like you, I'm going to tell you to kiss my ashy black ass. And it's just as simple as that. If you make me hate you, I don't care about the color of your skin. It's about who you are on the inside that's going to make me hate you. And for me, no one deserves that kind of hate because it takes energy to hate someone. I can dislike the fuck out of someone. And I dislike a lot of people. And there's very, very few people that I hate. But what I don't tolerate and what I really hate is racism. So it's sad that this young woman has to deal with discrimination amongst other black people. And then, of course, there's a double standard to where it's a black man generating hate against a black woman, and black women aren't saying anything about it. But then if it's a black man that's dating outside of his race, black women have something to say. Love happens. And it doesn't matter. Love doesn't have a color. You find someone that you have a common interest with, you click, you get along well, and over the course of time, you decide that's the person that you want to spend the rest of your life with. It doesn't matter the skin color. I mean, I'm like Captain Kirk. If the woman is green and I get along with her and she's got the anatomical features that don't match mine, I'm cool. Me, I've grown a thick skin. I don't worry about what other people think about me. I forge my own path, which is why I choose to love who I choose to love. I love black women, but I love women, period. Just as a gender, I love women. And you can't please every nigga out there, Tamara Mowry. I know you're never going to see this video. But if you could watch this video, fuck what the motherfuckers think. It doesn't matter what they think because they have no push or pull as far as what you do in your life. Keep doing what you're doing. You have a beautiful child. You have a beautiful relationship. Be happy because at the end of the day, when you wake up the next morning, your life is probably better than those who choose to criticize you. That's pretty much all I have to say with this video. If you like this video, hope that you like, subscribe, and share. Peace.